Welcome to Home Biz Tax Talk. My name is Lysandra Everett. I am the Home Biz Tax Lady and the principal owner of Everett Tax Solutions, where we help you win the tax game. Home Biz Tax Talk airs Monday through Friday. And when you tune into my show, you're going to hear about topics that are important to the small business community. So today, I want to talk about the state of Everett Tax Solutions. Yay! So over the weekend on January 30th, Everett Tax Solutions turned 4. Now, I personally like the age of 4. When I think about my children, when they were 4, they were getting out of that baby stage into becoming more independent and really in charge of their own development and growth. So I like the age 4. I know we like the milestones, but 4 is just one of those kind of things for me. So I wanted to share this video to talk about like where we've come from in this last 4 years. And there are a lot of you on here who have been with me this whole time and watching this whole thing unfold on social media, right? So I want to just, let you know what we've done. There have been so many people who have been instrumental in the development of what is Everett Tax Solutions and the Home Biz Tax Ladies. So here we go. So, Day one was January 30th, 2017. Every year, y'all get those videos, the reminders of when I was on Facebook crying like, oh my God, I passed my exam and all of that stuff. And so January 30th is when I went and, sat down and submitted all of my paperwork and said, okay, great. Now Everett Tax Solutions is born. Now what? Okay. So that was where it all began. I was in Lincoln, Massachusetts at the time. And Lincoln, Massachusetts is a very small town. I knew absolutely no one at the time, and I was just starting fresh, right? So here I was, January 30th, 2017, I had 0 clients, okay? Now, so that first year in 2017, I had 5 clients that year. So I see a lot of newer tax professionals talking about, oh my gosh, you only had 20 clients, or oh my gosh, you only had 10. I had 5. Okay. That's where I started. So it doesn't matter where you start. It just matters that you start and then continue your growth. Last season, 2020, we have grown from 5 to 125 clients. Okay. And then in 2017, with those 5 clients, my average return price was $200. And now my average return price is right around $400, $425, in that range. That 2017 year, though, for that whole year, we profited $4,700 that year, but it's better than 0. So, I do not despise small beginnings, but since then, our profit has grown about 50% every year. I know last year we grew 50% in revenue and profit, and we hope to continue to do that for 2021. Our turnover rate. I've lost 5 clients in 4 years. And I actually went back to count to make sure I've lost 5. Some of those were due to having a preference of, having someone local to them, which, you completely get. Some of it was just, okay, I want to go give this person a chance, a family member starting a tax business. I've only had to disengage 1 client, which I am very thankful for. As tax professionals, we have to make sure that we protect our businesses, and sometimes that means disengaging a client. I've only had to do that twice. I just remembered that. Twice I've had to do that. Then as far as our educational growth, okay, I've been busy, y'all. Okay, so in our last 4 years, we have had 285 continuing education hours. To put that into perspective, as an enrolled agent, we are required to have 24 continuing education hours every year, 2 of those being ethics. Last year for 2020, I was at 102. 2019, I was at 106. 2018, I was at 53. 2017, I was at 24. In 2017, I was just trying to figure it out. So we have, I've really focused on continuing to grow, both, personally, educationally, and staying on the cutting edge of what is happening all in these tax streets. Now, that 285 continuing education hours does not count all the hours that I spent reading tax bills and changes in tax laws and articles and what's going on in these other areas of the government. I follow the small business self-employed division. I like to know what's going on there because that is what impacts my client base. So those are, the major things that we've been hitting. As far as, as growth, YouTube has been very instrumental, of course, in helping me grow my business. Again, we started that YouTube channel, I think, in March or April of 2017, right? With 0 subscribers, okay? And we just surpassed 17,000 subscribers on YouTube. Now, one of the questions I get asked all the time is, what kind of ads did you run? Lysandra does not know how to run ads, okay? So it was all organic growth, and I'm very grateful for that. Definitely very proud of that, because that means that I'm delivering content that people really want to hear and learn about. And I get so many inboxes and emails and, comments that, hey, I've been watching your videos. I've really learned a lot and I appreciate you being here. And so I want to show my appreciation to you for continuing to show up and hearing what I have to say and using me as a resource. Okay, so let's talk about lessons learned. It has not all been roses. Okay, it really has not. So what did I get wrong in the beginning? The first thing I got wrong was pricing. Okay. I got pricing wrong because I just didn't know. And I know that a lot of business owners, regardless of the industry that you're in, pricing is generally one of the things that we get wrong in the beginning. It is what it is. You learn, you grow, you increase your pricing. Okay. That's just what it is, right? The other thing that I would have done differently had I really thought further along is instituted a way to track my returns better. Now I have a system to do that, but I really should have done that like year one. But year one, again, so small, I only had those 5 clients. So tracking those 5 clients wasn't hard, but I wasn't thinking about tracking 125 clients. So if you are new to the industry and you're just getting started, having a system to track your returns is crucial. One of the, I think, the nightmares that we have as tax professionals is somebody getting lost during tax season. That is not what we want. So I would have done that also. My mistake number 1 was pricing. Mistake number 2 was not having a tracking system. Mistake number 3 is I would have hired an assistant faster. One of the things, and I get it, and people come to me and talking about how they don't have any money. I totally, totally get that. Okay. Because when I started Everett Tax Solutions, I did not have any money. Okay. I started, as far as like tax software, the tax software I started with had a pay per return. So that's what I used because I didn't have the money to invest, $1,500 in the season program. I have that kind of money. The insurance for our errors and omissions insurance, our cyber insurance, all that costs money, and all of that went on a credit card because I did not have any money. So, but like I said, what I would have done differently is really worked to have an assistant in that second year and focused on making the money to hire the assistant instead of trying to do most of it myself. So I do have an assistant now though. Okay, let us be clear. But I think I would have been better off if I would have done that sooner. So, prepare to hire help earlier on than, at the 3 and 4 year mark. That would have done me a whole lot better. Um, and I think like people often, will ask me too, what is the secret? Like, what is the whatever? For me, it was focus and consistency. Those are the two things that have gotten me to where I am. I knew when I got started that I was going to have to go through a lot to solidify myself in this space. Being an Army wife, the traditional networking and building a business locally wasn't going to work for me because I'm never in one place long enough, right? I usually move on average every 2 years. So that's really not long enough to, really like the whole Chamber of Commerce, that kind of thing. So I really had to use social media as a way to build my business. And I'm thankful for that because the seeds that I have planted over the 4 years have really sprouted exponentially, and they continue to do that for me. Um, so if you're really serious about building any kind of business, focus and consistency are the two things that you just can't buy that. Okay. You just can't. So, having that consistency has helped me build the know, like, and trust in my community. When people have, see these funky posts, y'all seen the posts on Instagram and Facebook and all the crazy tax stuff. But when people think of whose information and whose advice they trust, they tag me in those types of things, and you just can't buy that. That comes with time and focus and consistency. So I will say those are the two things that really help me. So I'm excited with where we are going. I have added a new tax preparer, so I'm super excited about that. I do have an assistant, like I said, which is completely awesome because that's some stuff. Ooh, there's some stuff that's lacking in the background, but the main thing is that I was really focused on the income producing activities. And, that is what you have to be about if you plan to grow a business, knowing what makes you money and what doesn't. And whatever doesn't make you money, you need to pass that off to someone else and let them do that while you focus on the important things, which is making the money, right? I did not have, like, y'all saw all the pretty little logo and stuff. I just got that done in, within the third and fourth year, right? I wasn't worried about all of the cute bells and whistles and stuff because that was not what was important. People spend a lot of time getting ready to get ready. I was just like, we need to go find these clients and make this money, and that's what I was about. And then I got pretty later. Okay, y'all see that back there? Oh, look at that. That's what my husband got me for Christmas, y'all. Okay. So that is what I will say is that focus and consistency that takes over everything else. I don't care how pretty your website is, your lead capture page, all of that stuff. I don't care how cute any of that stuff is. If you're not consistent to where people can count on you to show up in your business, then all of that doesn't matter. So don't spend all this time trying to invest money and getting ready to get ready. Just get to work. That is what I would say to you. So yeah, that's the state of Everett Tax. We are 4 years old, and we're really excited about what's going to happen in the next 4 to 5 years. Next year we're five. I'm sure I'll do something like this again. But yeah. So thank you for everyone who has Thank you for everybody who has supported me and shared my content and showed up every day. I really do appreciate that. Um, my squads, y'all know who y'all are, and I'm gonna get off of this before I start crying for real. But I do want to thank you, and I appreciate all of your support from my seasoned tax people who have been in this business longer than me. Thank you for your guidance and for your expertise. I really do appreciate it. So, okay. But thank you all so much for tuning in to hear me before I cry. But thank you all so much. I appreciate every view, every comment, every share. even the angry people. I do get the angry people on, on YouTube. I do get the angry people, but it is what it is. So thank you all. I appreciate you, and I look forward to 4 more years of fabulousness. All right. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.